This episode of Lost Anarchy Presents has been brought to you by Ziggurat.com. There's nothing fake about it.
Do not come any closer, or I will destroy you.
I find it funny that no one really gave a shit to watch this movie this last weekend, so since I'm getting you this review late, I'm gonna tell you some spoiler-ish things that I wouldn't really tell you in the actual review if I got it up early. And it made more than an abysmal opening, seriously, this movie made too much though. I know what it made.
Yo, welcome to Layla's Adventure Rants. Everything started on Thursday, a hangover day, when despite really being hungover and physically exhausted, the urge to Wang, Chung came over Mojo and I. Just kinda like when you really need to pee. Now Wang Chung was one of the new wave bands from the 1980s that continuously played on the top 40 radio from 1983 to 1989. Or it was on everyone's budding DJ list for the pure fact that your creepy uncle could show off either his new dance moves or show off that he's hip. They have really good hits like Everybody Have Fun Tonight or Dance Hall Days. This band nowadays, people give you weird faces if you actually admit to knowing the name of the artist of these songs, and they're really frequently confused for their counterparts such as New Wave, Depeche Mode, and Duran Duran. Which is cool enough because either way, Julie was at the Duran Duran at the Hollywood Bowl chilling in box seats like a true gangster that night.
Oh yeah!
Oh, I seen that and I feel good.
And it's
like,
true.
Motherfuckers are jacking off.
Right now, some motherfucking person's jacking off thinking
Some
about you.
bitches, I fuck
Somebody is
so
thinking
good,
about how
they're
you
still-
fuck them and they're playing with their shit.
It's true.
Wang Chung really did something I appreciate that most bands take into consideration. They played their big hit last. From a promotional standpoint, this is a smart move. The audience spends more money on drinks, and we start out with something less big, but everyone still knows, and go on to a few equally paced songs. A ballad, another ballad, new stuff, and then wham, enough foreplay, hit them with what they really spent their money for. 4 minutes of awesome nostalgia during MDs in their first co-ed party in their parents' basement. Well, those of you who are old enough to be around and enjoy the 80s, I haven't existed yet. Jane from Merkin really Wang Chung that night too. Then we headed back to base. Friday I had to wake up early to catch a train to LA to spend some bonding time with my brother and guitarist, Getzel. The train took all day, but at least I got to K-Town enough time to sit beside his head and share enough whiskey to kill us both. The next morning was really a hard one to wake up to. It stopped being all cool and breezy outside, so I started getting hot again. I really wanted to blow my head off, but then I remembered I got a +2 thrill kill cult at Los Globos that night. With much thanks of Sean Healy, Kitzel and I, we spent a few hours walking and taking the subway to the heart of Silver Lake. It was so close to my old apartment, it was really strange to have noticed this big black building with those iconic red lights. We went inside and explored the full first floor. Apparently there was a second floor that I didn't notice. Everything, like the exterior, was black or at least dimly lit with red undertones. It really tuned into the original look it had in the 1930s. The first band was one of my recent favorites, all thanks to Moonbeam City. A cartoon and Comedy Central, kind of like Miami Vice meets a Duran Duran album. They're called Nightclub. Best performance of the night in my opinion. They had dashing Mark Brooks and the hyperactive and beautiful Emily.
Don't walk away. You love me no matter what you say. You need me. Don't try to change what is meant to be.
But of course the audience was made out of elitist goths that were devout fans of Thrill Kill Cult, and about 60% weren't having it. They needed to wipe off that caked up line on their eyes because Nightclub was fucking great. Synth pop and new wave heaven came out of those two.
Oh yeah!
If you can rate a band, I'd give them 9 out of 10. I wish I could say the same for Thrill Kill Cult. Last time I saw them, I was at the Caroba back in my home city of San Antonio. All I could think at the time was, heroin is a hell of a fucking drug. Now I can think of, during that show,
Damn! Heroin is a hell of a fucking drug.
I like Thrill Kill Cult. They were one of the few bands that brought me into rebellion. I think that they should have stopped as soon as the one album remixes started to become a regular thing. Yet again, they have always been kind of a performance week kind of band. There's so much to listen to the album rather than to go see them live. It's kind of like KMFDM.
Hey, keep it up and I'll add a KMFDM album to the list.
Like, they're really awesome live, KMFDM, but it's just like their older stuff is like music greatness.
A remix album.
It's probably good. But nowadays, their CDs can be used to torture small children.
Remix. Not gonna like that.
No.
Sitting through hours of the same song, different variations, none of them good.
Anywho, we partied with our friends Maury and Carol down on Hollywood Boulevard and up the valley and then crashed in Ho around 6 a.m.
Pan. So Pan is the telling of the origin story of Peter Pan, kind of.
Peter, it's your file. Will you read it? It's from your mum.
It's pretty much Disney's answer to Fan Four Stick. They set out to make a movie that would make people want to watch the old shitty Fantastic Four movies again. It's a darker, more boring telling of an origin story of characters you're familiar with, that you should be having fun with, that you just hate the entire time. Peter Pan's in an orphanage, life sucks, a bunch of pirates take a bunch of kids there, and they take them to Neverland, where Blackbeard, played by Hugh Jackman, has a bunch of slave labor, and they're mining for pixie dust. And halfway through this movie, I knew there was a problem, because we were halfway through, and we were still in this stupid mine, and it's Neverland.
Watch his eyes! Remember, a man's intent is in his eyes!
This is a land, literally, of imagination. It's a land of dreams. Anything is possible. So for the first half of this movie, you're in this boring-ass brown mine. And I was like, alright, when we get off the second-rate Blood Diamond set, maybe it'll get better. It never really does. I just had to roll my eyes at the fact that in this movie, Peter Pan has 3 days to learn how to fly. Holy shit, that's the plot of Hook. You're now pulling from a superior Peter Pan movie, and you're just doing it worse. And he meets James Hook along the way in the mine. This dude.
It's Hook. The name's James Hook. Happy?
This dude. I don't know what cartoon this guy was doing, but this guy, he always talks like out of the corner of his hat. He's always like, name's James Hook. I was like, what version of American, what is that? I'll tell you what it is. It's what other countries think Americans talk like. I'm here, guys. We don't all sound like that. In fact, the majority of us don't. You just always see Americans who look and talk and act like Hook in this movie on the news because they're always talking about what the UFO looked like, or they're just giving Kim Davis high five. Name's James Hook. I don't know what he was channeling. I got nothing for you. And the origin story of Peter Pan and Hook being friends would have been cool if there was some inkling of Hook in this character, but there just wasn't. Rooney Mara was in this movie as Tiger Lily, I guess. Alright, yeah, hey, don't flood my comment section with they whitewashed Tiger Lily. I get it. That is the palest woman ever. Granted, I love pale chicks, so that is awesome. Good job, Rooney Mara. Tiger Lily? I don't know about that. It would have been fine if she totally crushed the role. Like, oh, she was really good in the movie, but it could have been anybody.
The little one, he wears the pan.
The Pan is our tribe's bravest warrior.
And of course they have to make Peter Pan some messiah, some like Jesus Pan, where it's this prophecy where this kid's gonna come out of nowhere who can fly and he's gonna take out Blackbeard, which is the easiest plot device to do in a movie, and I hate it when they do it with characters who are pre-established characters that we know from our childhood and we love, and they're like, hey, we'll just make it a prophecy and that's why he's that. No, because it creates a rift, it now divides you from the character. Peter Pan was cool because kids wanted to be Peter Pan, they didn't want to grow up. But now he's like, no, he's Pan Jesus. Alright, well, now I can't be like him because we're not messiahs. I hated that they did it with Darth Vader. I'm not super attached to the character of Peter Pan. I just hate that they do that in movies. Stop it. Make him a character. Don't just be like, it's prophecy. It's just easier this way. But still, you're thinking, all right, maybe it'll show Peter Pan and Hook be friends, and then Hook's gonna screw him over, and that's how they become enemies. He's gonna lose his hand to the crocodile. None of that shit happens. This movie ends with Hook being friends with Peter Pan, and he kind of has this romance with Tiger Lily. That's bullshit that you don't buy. Still has his hand. It's just they just go on in their adventures. Like, all right, kid, check the stars right straight on till morning. And I was like, oh, they're doing that thing where they're setting up for a sequel or a trilogy. Totally gonna happen.
Dead, dead, dead. You are dead, dead, dead.
Thought you were hot. Guess what? You're not.
You are dead, dead, dead.
You brought your whole adventure to a screeching halt.
You are dead, dead, dead.
I forgot to say that it's Shocktober Fallout 2015.
Oh yeah!
Hollywood Sheriff is hosting an event, Rock Against Cancer, and on the 23rd is Agent Orange. Yay!
Your heart has stopped and your brain is cold. You were so dead, and now your body is starting to mold. You were so dead.
October 30th through November 1st is Kamikaze. Stan Lee's Kamikaze, I'm sorry.
Oh yeah!
Can't wait for that. Totally gonna attend. So is our greatest fearless leader, Mojo. He's gonna be doing a panel, 80s versus 90s. And finally,
this dimension cuts like a knife. You are dead, dead, dead. What a pitiful waste of a human life. You are dead, dead, dead. Your heart has stopped and your brain is cold. You were so
Another good tangent thing I'll talk about you.
And now your body is starting to mold. You were so dead. Aw, such a sad story. You're gone, empty head in the red. Game over, you're through. Gone. How does it feel to be dead? Bye-bye, your history, you're through. You're dust. I hope you improve your lousy score. Adios, see you later, bye-bye. Try again.
Captain Planet.
Don Cheadle, of course.
Hey, all you Planeteers at home. Remember, turn off the faucet between usages and recycle those plastics. Or else, I'll turn you into a f***ing tree. Captain Planet, mother.
Everyone's a tree.
Yeah, right. Whoopi Goldberg's still Gaia?
Yes.
Whoopi Goldberg could still be Gaia. You know what I love about Captain Planet is it was like, it was diverse. There was someone from every country, that there's different cultures,
They looked
different
out for
races.
that.
You really can't change up Captain Planet without like defeating the point of that's the point of the movie, but they're gonna do it. If you're gonna change up anything, change up heart. What would you call it now? You gotta be PC about it, so it's not heart. It's political correctness. Earth, fire, wind, water, political correctness. PC.
Dead, dead.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe or I will scratch your eyeballs out.
This episode has been brought to you by Zigarette.com. There's nothing fake about it. We're the source for electronic cigarettes. Welcome to the 21st century. Quit smoking and start vaping. No tar, no secondhand smoke, no pollution, no offensive odors. Smoke without the guilt. We carry everything from egos to traditional electric cigarettes and a full line of accessories. So please come on down to Zigarette.com. All of our flavors are produced right here in the United States, and we can even say our flavors are kosher. So for the best flavors, the best vaping experience that you can get, go to Zigarette.com. And remember, all the flavor you will get vaping on your cigarette at Zigarette.com. That's Zigarette.com.